Remaining attached to your old life is the first and final act of self-sabotage. And releasing it is what we need, what we must prepare for to truly be willing to see real change. It's giving read this again, like for real. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Stephanie, but you could call me Stephanina because we are back again with another video. Today, we are going to be diving into the 5 books that I felt like have truly helped me to enhance my mindset and to become a much more glowed up version of myself. So, if you are new here, hi, it's your girl Stephanie, but you can call me Stephanina. I make personal development, travel, and lifestyle content so that you guys can evolve and become the best version of yourself. What I hope that you gain from today's video is just a better insight into books that you feel like are interesting and that work for you and aiding you on your glow up journey. If you're returning, I want to say thank you again for all the love. You guys see the smile that comes across my face every single time I say if you're returning, because you guys truly make my day. Thank you so much, for real. I love you so much. Thank you again for all the support, all the love that you consistently have shown me in helping my channel grow. Now, remember, you guys, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up so it can suggest to the algorithm that this is a good video for others to watch and help other people find books that help them on their personal development and glow up journey as well. Now let's go ahead and get into the video. So if you guys saw my last video, I was talking about a rebrand. I was talking about the things that you need in order to help rebrand yourself into the version that you're looking to become. My main word was scholarly, and to help you guys with that, I was really thinking, you know what, I want to do something that's going to help a lot of people, to help them form a rebrand. Like, you might not even know that you need to rebrand until after you read these books, you know what I mean? So I don't want today's video to be too long because I want you to know exactly what book you want to read next, even though you might kind of want to read all these at the same time. I don't suggest that. One at a time is good enough, okay? But we're gonna break it down into sections, okay? So we're gonna do mindset books first, then we're gonna do books about habits, and then we're gonna do books about self-worth, okay? Just so you guys know, we got a whole stack over here, y'all. We got a whole stack. And this is my personal, like, these are my personal suggestions. Of course, other creators are gonna have their suggestions, as they should, because they're their own individual people, okay? But I do have a couple that I feel like aren't mixed in with all of the status quo ones. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do have a couple of the status quos because they are that good. And if you haven't bought it yet, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can find all the books that I talk about today in my Amazon storefront that is linked down below. So make sure to check that out if you're interested in any of them. So the first thing that I'm going to do, like I said, is mindset. This is called The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. It is Dr. David J. Schwartz, okay? Check the PhD. Not too much on that man's name, okay? This book really helped because I was so used to playing small for the benefit of other people. And as someone who is looking to be a content creator, an entrepreneur, there's no beauty, there is no gains, there's nothing that you gain that you get from playing small for other people. And as women in this society, we have been conditioned to play small, to play fair, to play to the rules according to what other people have set out for us. But why? What's the point of that? Especially when your goals are so big, you kind of have to emerge into a new person. And this book really helped me to break out of that small thinking mindset and to think bigger. So say you want to make $10,000 in your side hustle, think bigger, think 100,000. That's really only $8,333 a month that you need to be making in your side hustle. Now, that seems scary, right? But because of how big and how scary that goal is, it is a little intimidating. I get it. I understand. I am right there with you. But the key is to motivate yourself to do more to get to that goal. Now, if you fall short, that is perfectly fine. Progress over perfection, okay? But at the end of the day, think big. Think bigger than what you're already thinking. So a short little recap for you guys of this book. It's just a classic on cultivating a bold, ambitious mindset to achieve extraordinary results, okay? Extraordinary, emphasis on that. It teaches how confidence, positive thinking, and goal setting can really elevate your life. So that's why I say it's really great for glow ups, because it really helps you to really change your mindset in order to know that you can achieve more. So tie this into how big dreaming is really essential in order to creating the life that you so desire, and the key to reinventing yourself. Definitely suggest this mindset book. Now on to the next mindset book that I have for you guys is the author none other than Miss Brianna Wiest. She's an amazing author, you guys. I have read, I think this is the second book of hers that I've read, and every time I just leave feeling so empowered, enlightened, educated, informed, and I don't know what she be putting in these manuscripts, but she does it for me. Like, I don't understand how she does it, but this book is called 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You think. The easiest way to go through this book is to just read 1 to 2 essays a day. Kind of suggest 2 because it is 101 essays. This book is thick, y'all. Like, you see how thick it is. Like, it is thick. But there have been some absolute gems in here. I'm gonna read you guys this gem really quick. And this is on page 224, and it is from chapter 16 Reasons Why You Still Don't Have the Love That You Want. Just the title of that alone has me shook. Number 11 says, you have yet to honor the child inside you. If you want to know who you really are, imagine speaking to yourself as a child. What would you say and do to make them feel happy? That expression is reflective of what you really need to give yourself, and is very, very helpful for people who are seeking love. Because learning to love yourself is, as odd as it may sound, learning to honor, respect, and love, and acknowledge the child in you, or in other words, your most essential self. I'm closing the book now because I could sit here all day and read you excerpts from this book, but what I really want you to do is read it for yourself, because that specific excerpt might not have resonated with you, but I guarantee you in the 101 essays that are written in that book, you are going to find one that is going to shake you to your core, you guys. So I would say that is essential because she touches on things all the way from career to heartbreak. Like, there is so many things in this book that everybody can find one thing, at least one thing that is going to be able to resonate with them. 1 essay a day is all you need. And you can even read this book on the side with another book. I know I told you guys not to read 2 at once, but this is a book that you read an essay a day, you take away something from it, and then you can move on with the day and you can read something else. But this is just such a staple in the glow up journey, because you are struggling with something, I guarantee you she's written an essay about it. But the overarching theme of this one is just a collective of powerful essays that challenge your mindset, shift your perspective, and encourage deeper self-awareness. This book has just definitely helped spark a lot of self-discovery, prompted me to journal about a lot of the things that have come up in the book. So I completely recommend. So those are our mindset books. Now let's talk about the books kind of going around self-worth. So the first one I want to talk about is another Brianna Wiest book, and I want to go ahead and talk about this one because it is one of the typical books that you see in the glow up videos. I would say that this book is so important because as women, especially as women, because I see you guys, we tend to self-sabotage a lot. We tend to put other people's goals in front of ours. We tend to put other people in front of ourselves. That does not help us at all. Instead, it actually hurts us more than we're realizing. So it's really a game of self-sabotage that we have to overcome. Yes, it might be a little generational, but unfortunately, we have been tasked with the great duty to break those generational curses, y'all. But here we are, standing strong and reading and gaining knowledge in order to help us do that. So this book is called The Mountain Is You. It is a book of self-discovery, overcoming the terms of self-sabotage and what that has done for you, and how we often just stand in the way of our own growth. Oh wait, I actually opened up the vlog with this excerpt, but remaining attached to your old life is the first and final act of self-sabotage, and releasing it is what we must prepare for to truly see real change. And the only way that we can reinvent ourselves, you guys, is to see the ways that we have been self-sabotaging ourselves before and change them. You know what? I'll stop there because, like I said, I didn't want this video to be too long. This book is definitely an amazing buy. It is really not that long. It's like only 200 something pages. Yeah. And it's a quick read, especially if you are into reading. I think I read this book in like a week, and I will definitely be reading again. I'll be skimming back over it just because I feel like it had some really great notes. And if you're anything like me, I like to take notes in my books. I don't know if you can see those notes that I've taken, but that really helps me to just go in, find a quick note, and be like, yeah, that was it right there. Now, the second self-worth book that I wanted to talk to you guys about was called Worthy. Now, this is particularly for my girlies that are struggling more so with the financial glow up. And nobody talks about this. Like, I feel like this is like taboo, I guess. I understand that money can be a taboo subject, but I really think that we need to normalize it just a little bit more. And this book definitely has helped and is helping me with my financial mental glow up, because a lot of times we don't talk about the fact that we have financial trauma. We talk about physical, the emotional, the mental trauma that we have, but what about financial? I am a firm believer that everybody is just genuinely doing the best that they can. And that is not to say that they were a bad example or they should have been doing this or your parents should have been doing that. That is not to say that at all, you guys. I respect my parents so much and I love them for everything that they were able to do for me and my siblings while we were growing up, because they were just doing the best that they could. But with them doing the best that they could, that instills in me, okay, I can do the best I can, but better, right? But there's still some things that I need to unpack from watching them throughout the years and observing their habits and knowing the gaps that I need to fill in, right? So this is a book that has helped me fill in the financial gap, because I think one thing that our school system completely lacks in is financial literacy. I cannot believe they don't teach us anything about this in school. I could like really go on a whole rant about this, but this book is called Worthy. It's by Nancy Levin, and it's Worthy, Boost Your Self-Worth to Grow Your Net Worth. Now, I will say this book requires work. Okay, I need you to have a journal with this book, and I'm not talking about no notes app on your phone. I need a pen and paper, okay? Because you're going to be journaling through like the 20 something exercises that she has in this book. And when I tell you, those exercises are so transformative. I think I was like journaling through one of them and like a tear started falling, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't think that I was gonna get this emotional. But when you think about it, like the financial aspects of life really have a really deep, for some people more than others, you know, some people don't really care about this as much, but I think that a lot of people do need to heal the financial trauma that they've endured throughout their life. And not to even call it trauma, but there are some things that we do need to heal financially in our minds to know that we are worthy of being able to make that $10,000 a month with your side hustle. You know what I mean? So this book has completely helped with that. And one of the excerpts that really stuck with me, I'm going to read it from the book. It's in the chapter, Tally the Cost of Your Excuses. So just think of, you know, the excuses that you make when it comes to finances and put your mindset in that. So it says, the emotional costs of our excuses are also great. The high price tag includes our self-worth, self-trust, self-respect, and integrity. It includes depression, staying in unsatisfying relationships, and living in fear of never fulfilling our dreams. What are your excuses costing you? Okay, she kind of ate down with that. And when I read that excerpt, of course, I was very shooketh to my core. She just has a lot of points, and really the main thing is the journal entries, you guys. Like, I don't want you to just read this book just to read this book. If you're not going to put in the work to read and actually go through the journal exercises, don't even buy the book, because you're not going to get the full effect and the takeaways takeaways from the book that she wants you to get. So that is definitely a great book when it comes to your financial glow up and what you need in order to do better financially, better than our parents did and better than their parents did, because we're continually just trying to evolve and make the world better for our hopeful descendants to come along and be able to experience that as well. So the last book that I have for you guys is the book that everybody talks about, you guys. Everybody talks about this book. And it's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Now, this book is really it just takes all of the research from habits and brings it into one book. Hence the textbook style of this book. This book and 101 Essays are the two of the longest books that you're going to have to read in this glow up process. But I will say this book is so integral to making sure that you can become the person that you want to become. And the main takeaway from this book is the fact that in order to elevate your life and become the person that you've always dreamed of being in your mind, you have to establish better habits. You have to. You can't be a person who wants to be physically fit and wants to look like this and go on beach vacations and wear bikinis and look good if you eat donuts and cookies and candy all the time. You're not getting in your protein and you're not exercising. You know, like, they can't coexist. It's just not possible. And along with that, he really dives super deep into the importance of identity work. And that's why this book is so helpful for people who are looking to reinvent themselves in 2025. It all comes down to your habits. And the main thing that has helped me with this is, I know a lot of you guys probably hear, if you watch glow up content a lot, you probably hear a lot about habit stacking. What is habit stacking? So for me, habit stacking could be going on a walk and listening to a podcast for personal development. Habit stacking could be, I have a serum that helps to whiten my teeth at night. I know this is like, y'all are like, what in the world? While I'm doing that, I'm also washing my face, because if I waited the whole minute for the serum and the 30 seconds to a minute that I need to wash my face, that's extra time. And because of that extra time, I'm less inclined to want to do it because it's going to take more time. But because I did this and this together, it takes the same amount of time. That's one thing that's really helped me, as well as placement, right? If I know that I want to read when I get out of the shower, I will place the book on the pillow to make sure that I have to see the book. And if I see the book and then move the book, then that's on me. But if I see the book, I pick the book up and I read at least a page, now I can say that I've successfully made that a habit that I do, because that's just the person that I'm looking to become. So James Clear, Atomic Habits, is very, very much so essential into becoming the reinvented person of yourself that you're looking to become, and establishing better habits and getting rid of the old ones. Because if you want to create new habits, you got to get rid of the ones that don't work. I hate to break it to you, it's just not serving you. And that's probably exactly why you're watching this video today. So I want you guys, you don't necessarily have to do journal entries with this one. This one's just a really good, really easy read. All of these are really easy reads, actually. The only one that requires just a little bit of extra work is the Worthy book, because I mean, obviously, if we're talking about finances, you're gonna have to put in some work in order to earn money, right? So let's think about it like that. So this is on page 192, and it is the cardinal rule of behavior change. And this is probably going to talking about identity change as well. But this excerpt says, the more a habit becomes part of your life, the less you need outside encouragement to follow through. Incentives can start a habit. Identity sustains a habit. So for me personally, the more I started going to the gym and enjoy going to the gym, and it became like a reward to me, the less I needed somebody to be like, hey sis, did you go to the gym today? Because of course I went to the gym today. I had a great time at the gym today. The music was hitting. And now I have the identity. I work out. I am an active person. Because I have that identity and I've made that switch, it has just become ingrained in who I am, making the habits easier to follow through because now I identify more with them. Okay, you guys? Are you getting it? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? This is making me so excited, you guys. All right. Okay, so that is it, you guys. What I want to know now, which one of these 5 books sparked your interest the most? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. Which one are you probably going to go ahead and order? Or if you've had one of these books sitting around for a minute and you haven't picked it up yet, now is your sign. Now is your sign, okay? Let me know in the comments, sis. Tell me which one of these books are you thinking about picking up next to kickstart your your glow up journey. Remember, if you don't have these books, I do have them linked in the description below. Check it out. Let me know if you have, started reading any of these, or if you're kind of halfway through right now and this video just kind of found you at the perfect time to keep going. What have you taken away so far that has really helped you on your journey? Share that with me, because I would love to know. Maybe it's something that I missed that I needed to be reminded of so that I can keep going and stuff like that. But these books are for sure going to take your glow up journey, your personal development journey, your journey to becoming her to the next level. Okay, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. Once again, hit that like button to suggest to the algorithm that this is a great video for everyone, for other people to watch who are also on their glow up and self-development journey. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see me again next week with another video. Next week we're going to be doing something a little different. I told you guys in the last video that I am a pescatarian, so why don't we meal prep together? Okay, let's try something a little different. But as always, I'm open to ideas, suggestions. Let me know in the comment section, sis. We love to chat. I would love to talk to you. Other than that, thank you again. If you're returning, as always, love when I see you is on site. But yes, I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Bye.